If you learn one technical skill as a data analyst, make it SQL. In this video I'll cover the queries you'll actually use every day, plus one nuance that trips up even experienced people. Stay for the questions. Here's the roadmap. We'll cover selecting and filtering data, sorting and limiting it, grouping with aggregates, joining tables together, and finally the execution order that explains a lot of confusing errors. Why SQL? Because the data you need lives in databases, not spreadsheets. SQL is how you pull exactly what you want, in a way that's fast, repeatable, and precise. No tool has replaced it, and none is about to. The foundation is select and from. You list the columns you want, then the table they come from. This query returns the name and revenue of every customer. That's it, you're already querying. Where filters rows. Here we keep only customers whose revenue is greater than 1,000. Where runs before the columns are even selected, which matters more than you'd think, as we'll see. Quick check. Which clause filters rows? A. Select. B. Where. Or C. Order by. Pause and pick one. The answer is B. Where. It keeps only the rows that match your condition. Select chooses which columns you see, and order by sorts the result. Different jobs entirely. Order by sorts your results, ascending by default or descending with desk. Pair it with limit to grab just the top rows. This gives you the 10 highest revenue customers, a report you'll write constantly. Group by collapses rows into groups and lets you aggregate. Here we get one row per country, with the number of customers and their total revenue. Count, sum, AVG, MAN and max are your everyday aggregate functions. Another check. To get revenue per country, which do you need? A. Order by country. B. Group by country. Or C. Where country? Think about grouping. The answer is B. A group by country creates one row per country, so your sum and count are calculated within each group. Order by only sorts, where only filters. Real databases split data across tables, so you join them. Here we connect orders to customers on the matching customer ID, so each order shows the customer's name. Inner join keeps only rows that match on both sides. Here's the nuance. SQL doesn't run top to bottom. It runs from, then where, then group by, then having, then select, then order by. That's why where can't filter on a SUM, the group doesn't exist yet. For that you use having. Technical challenge. Write a single query that returns total revenue per country, for the year 2025 only, showing just the top 5 countries. You'll need where, group by, order by, and limit together. Comment your SQL below. A few classic mistakes to avoid. Don't ship select star in a real report, name your columns. Don't confuse where, which filters rows, with having, which filters groups. And don't forget the group by when you aggregate. How do you actually get good? Grab a real dataset you care about and rewrite reports you'd normally do in Excel as SQL queries. A little every day beats one giant weekend binge, consistency wins. Remember the execution order? Because where runs before grouping, it can't filter on a SUM. That's exactly what having is for, it filters groups after aggregation. Here we keep only countries whose total revenue is greater than 100,000. Once these basics are second nature, level up with two things. Common table expressions, written with, make complex queries readable. And window functions give you running totals, moving averages, and rankings without messy self-joins. Those two mark an intermediate analyst. Quick recap. Select and filter with select and where, sort with order by, summarize with group by and aggregates, and combine tables with join. And remember the execution order, it explains most confusing errors. If this made SQL click, subscribe. Next up, Power BI versus Tableau, and the full 2026 Data Analyst Roadmap. Now go comment your top 5 countries query, I want to see your approach. See you next time.